Welcome to episode 88 of the Curios Cast, responding to your text messages to the phone number 07470 184 383. That number again,
07470 184 383. 07470 184 383.
I wonder how you're going to mix the intro music with the jingle music.
It's not, is it?
See how you manage that one.
Remix.
All right. It's been a while since we had a look at the text messages from our listeners and viewers.
Been a minute,
It has.
as the Ute Dem say.
Yeah. So we haven't been ignoring your text messages. We haven't been leaving you on red. Or I have. But but we've been saving it. So before we get into that though,
Been retenting.
I want to talk to
Text
our
message retention.
I want to talk to our TikTok viewers.
Oh.
Got some beef with some of you. Let me open up TikTok. So we uploaded a TikTok a few weeks ago, and it was just a clip from a really old episode where we were talking about bad adverts, and we were talking about the advert that PlayStation done when the PSP came out in white, and there was that billboard of the white lady holding a black lady, and it said, PlayStation Portable white is coming. And the clip is like a minute long, obviously, and it's us just saying like, man, that's crazy, and that's fucked. And that's kind of all we said about it. We never said, that's so bad, that's so racist. We weren't really taking offense at it. I feel like we were mostly just saying, that's mad that they got away with, or that even got approved.
Yeah.
And I just put it up there thinking people will also find this kind of funny.
Yeah.
There's so many comments calling us snowflakes, saying everyone's gone soft. Too much woke now. What else? Fucking
Go woke.
yeah.
Go broke. Are
There's
we snowflakes, Tom? Is this it? Is this how... this is the
I
realisation?
guess so. Yeah. I guess we're just the woke generation.
TikTok spoken.
The woke generation.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, there was one that was like. So
People are getting unreasonably angry as well, in the comments. It's a personal attack. Someone's been personally offended by
Yeah.
someone else suggesting that what is it, like 15, longer than that now? When did the PSP come out? Like 20 years ago?
17 years ago was
17 years
when
ago,
the advert came out.
17. Yeah, someone getting offended by the fact that a 17-year-old advert might not be,
Okay.
PC
Yeah.
today.
And the thing is, we wasn't even really getting that offended at it. We were just saying, man, that's kind of crazy. Like, they wouldn't do that now, kind of thing.
Mm.
And people were commenting saying, oh, there's one I really want. Oh, here's one. It's an advert before the snowflake generation arrived. Suck it up, buttercups. And then this one. The snowflakes get triggered so hard these days, wouldn't last a week back in those days.
What does that mean?
I read that a bit wrong. The snowflakes get triggered so hard, they wouldn't last a week back in those days.
What do you mean it wouldn't?
Couple things. We're from those days. Like, we did survive in those days. And also, in those days, people did get offended about it. That's why it was news. Like, the only reason that there's pictures of that billboard that still exists to this day is because at the time, people took photos of it and said man, that's pretty racist.
Yeah, stop that. And they did have to cancel it, didn't they?
Yeah, like they got in trouble for it. And they had to come out and say an apology and all this shit.
Yeah,
Because
like normal behaviour.
yeah, it's not like the woke generation has suddenly gone like, you know what, depicting a white person subjugating a black person, maybe that's not cool because of all the history. Like, and I don't know, a lot of people were saying, but if it was a black person holding a white person's face, it wouldn't have been racist.
So stupid.
Maybe that's because there's not like hundreds of years of black people like oppressing white people and so on.
It's classic, isn't it? It's classic, like, what it is people being, like, people don't like to feel bad. So it's like, if at any point I've possibly actually, like I don't want to be made to feel like I'm a bad person for perhaps thinking that. I can't, like no one wants to think that they're bad.
Yeah.
So it's just like, so therefore the opposite feeling of that is I'm going to be angry about you suggesting. I don't know. It's a weird thought pattern. And I think you said it earlier, didn't you, as well? Like the irony of saying, you get so fucking triggered.
Yeah,
it's just so wound up by it. You can't handle it.
Yeah, the people commenting saying that we're getting triggered and say, oh, these snowflakes getting so triggered over a racist advert. It's like, you realise you're getting triggered right now. You're getting triggered at just someone saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't do adverts like that anymore.
Yeah. It reminds me of the whole like fucking statue debacle.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. I think I shared it. Like one of my mates did a video. He was doing like sort of like TikToky videos for a while, and he's like a tattoo artist from Norwich, and he did like he did a thing where it was like talking about the statues thing and just being like, don't worry, mate. Like, like it's all right. Like, I know you really love that statue. That you did you visit it? Are you up there all the time?
Always paying my respects, mate.
Yeah. But it's just it's not gone. Like, it was just a tiny little bit of graffiti on it. I know that's really upsetting, mate. But don't worry, it's okay. And then obviously that got loads of people. Oh, fucking! It got really like shared loads. It went quite viral.
Yeah, and I get like. Obviously, it was like a 1 minute clip out of an hour-long podcast, right, where we spoke, and like these people don't know us, so they're obviously just commenting on like a 1 minute clip or something, and it's not like they're going to go click link in the bio, listen to the whole episode, see what you think,
Yeah.
But yeah, there was so many. Yeah, how's that racist? Get real. Does that now mean black people are no longer allowed to be villains in films if the hero's white? The King of Rhodesia commented. He said, not racist, grow up and enjoy life.
The King of Rhodesia. Isn't like Rhodesia, there was like a big... What is Rhodesia now? It's an African country, isn't it? Rhodesia was like the colonial name for Zimbabwe or something.
Right, okay.
He's a good guy, isn't he?
Where's Rhodesia?
I'll take your word for it, yeah. Would it be racist if it was the other way around? Nope. Who cares? People love screaming racism nowadays. Again, it's not nowadays, 17 years ago. But then the thing is, there were some people who were commenting on the other side of it and saying, if you don't see how it's racist, then you're part of the problem. And there was a couple other ones. Let me find them.
Rhodesia
There's so many
was the British colony, unrecognised state in modern day Zimbabwe. There we go.
There you go.
Isn't there?
What's a Rhodesian redback? That's an animal breed of some kind. Could be a horse.
Isn't that from Harry Potter? Rhodesian? Isn't that the dragon? Rhodesian redback.
That does sound right. One of the little dragons.
Sure. Is it?
But I think there is also a dog called like a Rhodesian.
It's like a dog or something, or a horse
or something. I'm sure Rhodesian Ridgeback is from Harry Potter, though, isn't it?
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
No, it is a dog. The Rhodesian Ridgeback is a dog. So what's the dragon from Harry Potter?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Go on, find it, George.
Harry Potter dragon. We're probably going to trigger. This will be a good one to put on TikTok. There'll be loads of people getting triggered now, but fucking, you need to remember your dragons from Harry Potter.
People fucking love Harry Potter, don't they? Like, obsess over
Harry
it.
Potter, yeah.
What's the name of
it's shit.
No, not Dobby. What's the name of the dragon from the first
Dobby can do one.
Controversial take. Fuck Harry Potter.
Norbert, the Norwegian Ridgeback. That's it.
Norwegian Ridgeback. Okay, close enough.
Norbert.
Yeah. Harry Potter's just fucking the Bible again.
Is it?
I'd rather read the Harry Potter series than the Bible.
Yeah, I tried reading the Bible. Oh, it's fucking boring.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just like, I know I'm thinking of Narnia, aren't I? Narnia is just the Bible.
Yeah.
I'm sure Harry Potter is as well, though. Everything's just the Bible told again.
I quite like the books, to be honest. Harry Potter books.
I did used to like the books.
Now.
Yeah, when I was younger, I did used to like the books. I got up to like maybe 5 or 6 though, and I just couldn't be bothered to read them anymore. I just stopped reading after that point. No,
was that when you started blazing?
It might have been. It's really hard to read when you blaze that your mind. Like you end up just reading the same page over and over again. It's hard work, and it doesn't go any like that. I'm just moving my eyes across words. Nothing's happening. So yeah, I mean that probably is part of the reason. It's bad. That's bad, isn't it?
Love it.
Or also like I read quite a lot of stuff on the internet, so I do like read things. I read articles and things on the internet. But yeah, I mean I also like
novels.
I like watching videos. It's just, it is just kind of better, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I said the other day.
It's debatable, obviously.
I don't know when the last time I picked up a pen was. The last time I wrote something in pen, I don't even know when it was. Like, maybe a birthday or something. Like
when you write a card or something. Yeah, it is funny when you do it and you think like, what is this bizarreness? Yeah, or you have to sign something. I remember like this shows like an age thing. I think it was my cousins or something. I don't think they were joking either. They said something about, wouldn't it be, you know, or maybe I'm imagining it was my cousins and I just saw it on the internet. No, I'm pretty sure they did say it. It was like, they were talking about going somewhere and they said like, it was only some way of like, you know, like printing out Google Maps.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it was like,
I've seen that online. I've seen someone say that before.
I think we will have said that online.
It was like a Facebook screenshot and someone said, man, how did people find their way around before Google Maps? And someone commented and just said, maps. And they said, no, I mean like before the internet and stuff. And they're like, yeah, maps on paper. And they replied like, but where did they print them from if there was no internet?
That's brilliant. But I remember like when it was just about a phone. My mate James still like laughs about this. When there's like a Mega James, so he needs a moniker. Yeah. When you were using your phone, or you at least sat-navs were very common. But I'm pretty sure people were using their phones by this point. I remember we were going somewhere and he brought like the printed out directions. Remember when he used to do that? Like you'd go online and you'd go Google Maps directions and you print out the turn-by-turn directions. And that's sort of like the in-between phase of maps, of having a physical atlas. And I remember laughing so hard. I remember just like, you've printed out the directions. Like, he's like, you're such a prick. Every now and then he still brings it up. Like,
did you need them?
Directions. No, we put our phone up. I'm pretty sure.
No, it would have been clutch if like the phone's died or something, or you had no signal and you'd got lost, like and he just like whipped them out.
There's been a couple of times where like I chucked an atlas in the van of like, because we go out to the middle of nowhere sometimes, and I think like, you know, you never know. Like I had it lying around. I thought, let's shove it in the van. But I've never used it, and there have been times where we've like been somewhere, no signal, not once have I thought. Like we're just like, we'll have to just drive around for a bit, and eventually we'll get signal, and then we'll work out where we are. Yeah, I've never thought, quickly grab the atlas out and at least get the right direction.
It's probably quicker just to drive somewhere with signal than it is to find your way around.
It probably is. I remember I had a job for a while when I first, like one of these like odd jobs I did like between uni and things. It was like delivering kitchens, and it's like, so it wasn't that long ago. It was like 2007 maybe. So again, like sat navs were very common. I don't remember having a smartphone. So maybe it wasn't so smartphone-y, but you definitely had sat navs. And it was like delivering kitchens. So you jumped in the lorry. And I did a couple where the bloke obviously is, you know, they give him a sat nav. So he plonks it in the sat nav. But I got him with this one guy and he was like, right, there's the map. You've got to tell me where to go. Like, as if like, because that's kind of technically your job as like the driver's mate. Yeah. But no one did that anymore. No one had told me that I was going to be doing that because it was just like, obviously they're going to use their fucking sat nav. And he was just kind of like, you know, like, this is you. This is just, what, did no one check you could read a fucking map? You know, like he was really expecting it. And I had to sort of like, I mean, I knew to kind of read a map, but like not really, you know, like not to like the highly skilled level that he was expecting. Highly skilled, like medium,
like you're a rally driver,
bare minimum skill, I guess, or just to be able to look up and go, oh, we need to go down the A240. You know, I don't know. Like I didn't need to know that information. Like still, when people tell you that now, didn't they? Like my dad always asked me, oh, which way are you going? You going up the old M6 down the M? I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to go the way Google Maps tells me to go.
Yeah, I feel like every dad and like granddad does that a bit. Like, when you come out, it might tell you to go right and then go over the roundabout. Ain't going to want to do that. You're going to want to chuck a left.
Yeah. My dad will tell me like the whole way up to like Birmingham. You know, like,
you know where the Asda is? No.
Yeah.
Right, well, you know the B&Q? Like, no.
They do that.
You know Old Fiddler's Way? No, I don't know.
Yeah, just like, I'm not listening to anything you're saying because I'm just going to look in the sat nav. It's
you
fine.
Just politely say yes, granddad, and then go and chuck it in the sat nav.
Or even it's like some stranger somewhere when you go, oh, you're going up. Oh yeah, well, I'll tell you what you can do. You can go up, run. Like we were out in Wales somewhere, and someone will go on that spiel, and you're like, yeah, cool. Oh, right, up past the, I know what you mean. Like, oh, do you know the some? Of course, I don't know the something. Like, I don't know the something at home. I'm in Wales.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I'm still just going to follow the sat nav, but cool. Thank you.
Just to, I guess, finish off that little TikTok bit.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people did find it funny that obviously we were calling out some racism, and then at the end, when we realised that the billboard was up in the Netherlands, George said, "Those racist cloggies," and some people got the joke. Some people were like, "Oh, obviously it's a joke," and then some people were like, "These guys calling out racism." Then they start throwing around the old cloggies.
I didn't see that. I mean, it's also not racist; it's xenophobic, if anything. But
yeah,
don't know. I have to ask Lynn.
And it's true. They love clogs. So
they do love clogs, though. Yeah. And they all still wear clogs. Does anyone wear clogs as like a bit, like a?
They do it for like festivals and stuff, don't they?
I don't know.
For carnival.
No one wears them for be like, like, you can imagine some like hipster here wearing clogs. You know what I mean? Like if it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I've seen every now and again you just see someone walking around in clogs.
You do, that's what I mean, like that. So like some.
I always think, they must be on their way to like an event.
Yeah, like going to.
They're probably out drinking
wedding
or something like that.
Are they in the full garb or something? Or like.
Or
in a suit and clogs.
Like once or twice they've just been like clogs. I suppose it's like the equivalent of Crocs, right?
Yeah, mate. There you go. So they are still about.
But Lynn reckons that there's still farmers in Holland that wear clogs because that's where they're originally from. Farmers, apparently.
Because they're the most practical shoe for that scenario.
Are they really?
Yeah, I guess so.
We got boots now. Those boots I bought up in the fucking football place. They were great up in the
back in the day, Tom. We're talking like ages ago.
No, but Tom's saying I was saying perhaps they're still the best footwear for the scenario. But Tom's saying obviously not. Yeah.
Well, maybe they are. They're not now. Yeah. All right. So text messages. You may remember a few weeks ago, Mouse texted in a picture of his quartz, and we were debating the size of the quartz. He sent in a photo of it next to a ruler.
Love it.
It's 3 centimeters. That's about an inch for you imperials out there.
Remind me of the quartz discussion again. It was just here. It's some quartz I found
it on a beach.
Found some quartz.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sick. Oh yeah. Nice.
And you wanted him to send it to you. You were trying to
who, me?
Strong arm Mouse into sending you.
I would never
quartz.
try and.
Yeah, you were.
I don't remember that. All right. Deprive Mouse of his quartz. That's what I mean. I don't think I would. Man. You need that.
Trying to strong arm him.
That's true.
We got our first voice message.
Hello, Tracy Josh here. I was just wondering, because I can't quite remember, did you ever do anything on split brain patients?
Did you hear that?
Split brain patients.
Yeah. Split brain patients.
Thanks, Spacey Josh.
Yeah, thanks for our first voice message.
Yeah, I like it. That's some good noise quality as well. Your microphone picked up there. I enjoyed it. Much better than when we had Lawford on the phone in the in that special.
We haven't spoke about split brain patients. And basically Josh did provide a YouTube link with like a short little video, and then I watched it and I was kind of getting a bit of deja vu. Like, I feel like I'd seen this clip, the exact same clip before, but I don't know if I was just imagining it. I don't know if it's just deja vu where I felt like I'd seen it before, but I hadn't. Yeah, so split brain patients are basically exactly like it sounds. They've got a split between the left and the right hemispheres of their brain. So this particular video that Josh sent was someone who had epilepsy, and they just cut the fibers in between his left and right brain, and it fixed his epilepsy. But now his left and his right brain just act completely separate from each other. So I think most people will know, you might have heard, like your right side of your brain controls the left side of your body, and the left side of your body controls the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body. So when you move your right hand, it's the left side of your brain doing it. Your left hand, it's the right side of your brain doing it.
Didn't really know that. Okay. And don't they concentrate on, like, the people say, like, your left brain's like your creative side, and like, is that true?
So I don't know how much of that came into it, but they had this. It seems like I was trying to think, like, surely that's not how the brain works, but I guess it is. And they had this guy sitting there, and he was looking at a computer screen, and he just had to focus on like the dot in the middle, and he just kept his eyes on that. And what they'd do is they'd flash up a word or a picture to the right of the dot. Now, if something comes up on the right side of your vision, it's your left eye that deals with it. Your left brain that deals with it. Sorry. So it goes from your right eye to your left brain.
Yeah.
And he would be able to recall what that word was. So he was looking at it, and the word like fox appears like on his right side of his screen, and he'll say, "Yeah, fox, got it." But if something came up on the left side of the screen, he wouldn't be able to recall it. But if he closed his eyes and then used his left hand would like write out the thing or draw the object, and he would look at it and be like, "Yeah, that's a fox," but I don't know. I don't remember the word fox coming up. Like it was.
So he could draw what he was seeing on the screen, but not speak it.
Yeah, or he didn't even. It's like his brain. He wasn't in control of that side of his brain. So his left hand was. His left hand knows what he saw, but he doesn't. It's like his hand is not attached to him. It's crazy. What? So they had another one where like he's looking at a dot, and they would have two things simultaneously coming up on the left and the right. Also, do you say simultaneously or simultaneously?
Simultaneously is American.
Okay, yeah. I think I say it the American way, yeah.
But I get shit when I say garage instead of garage.
You know, sometimes we make mistakes in the way we pronounce things, you know. Whatever. I'm not really that bothered.
Yeah. What's your problem, George? Come on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I thought it was one of those words you could say it either way, and I Googled it and I think I'm wrong. But yeah, so we had two words coming up simultaneously, it was two pictures of objects, and he had a hammer on the right and then a saw on the left. And so he'd go, boop, come up, and he would say, "Yeah, I saw a hammer." And did you see anything else? He goes, "No, I just saw a hammer." And then he'd be, "Close your eyes, let your left hand do the drawing." And he doesn't know what he's drawing. And then he opens his eyes and he goes, "Oh, that's a saw." And the guy's like, "Why did you draw a saw?" He goes, "I don't know. I saw a hammer." But like his right hand would draw a hammer. Like, it's mad.
Wait a minute. So on the screen, there's a dot in the middle, and then on the right side, the hammer.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, on the left, a saw.
Yeah. But he only sees the hammer.
But why? How does the brain split the screen in two?
I don't know. Is he wearing like glasses more or something?
No,
so you physically
that's why I was so confused. He's not wearing anything. He's just looking on the screen.
If I was staring at a screen and I had something on one half of the screen, I'm pretty sure I could just see it.
Could you see it with your right eye? What if he closed his?
You know, like you could still see it on the other side of the screen. Like I can see the whole screen with one eye.
I don't know. I didn't look any more into it than that. So
I guess they set it up in a way that
Maybe we'll do like a more in-depth, analysis. Thing. Maybe we could do like a whole episode on it or something. Yeah. If I could find more like mad shit. But it was crazy.
That is crazy.
It does sound crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very bassy, Josh.
It's almost just like kind of like, for him, it must be kind of scary that his left hand is doing things that he doesn't even know.
Oh,
I feel like his hand's constantly doing bits. Like it's still him.
Yeah.
But it's like that brain is maybe not connected to the part of his brain that deals with like memory or like recall or something. So even though his brain sees the thing, knows what it is, can comprehend it, draw it, and can recall it in drawing, he can't like process it. Like it's weird.
It sounds a bit like, I was about to say, is it a film? But I just remembered what it was. It's from the TV show. You know the film Limitless?
Mm.
Have you seen there's like a TV show of it?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
relatively new, isn't it? Like
relatively new. It's actually pretty good. It's funny. It's like, because the film is not funny, is it? It's not meant. No. Whereas the show's kind of like light-hearted and just like, it's pretty funny, but like it's still feels like the film in a way. But anyway, but there's one episode where someone has like a bionic arm and there's like these really high-tech bionic arms that people have, but they end up getting like hacked and the arm like kills people and stuff, and they don't even know they've done it or something.
Dr. Octopus.
Is that his crack?
Yeah. Dr. Octopus like builds the octopus arms, and he's like, "Oh, this will help people who are like immobile and you know got disabilities and stuff." And then this little chip gets fried or something, and it has its own brain because it connects to your brain. That's the thing. And then,
like Elon's thing.
Oh, what, the Neuralink?
The Neuralink, yeah.
So instead of him being able to control the arms now control him, and he just goes and kills people.
That's the trouble with Neuralink, isn't it? That's when the AI takes over us.
Yeah.
Tom, I like it because I've just looked on the Wikipedia page for split brain.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, one of the linked articles is something called alien hand syndrome. So I'm invested now. It's got aliens.
The word alien.
Yeah, but basically
it doesn't mean like an alien has come down. And
is it in your hand?
Yeah.
No, it just means that people experience like their limbs just doing stuff by themselves and they can't control them.
That's mad.
Which is pretty interesting. It's like when you sit on your hand, isn't it?
Yep. And then you pretend it's an alien. Start making UFO noises and that.
Yeah. Do some of Rob's noise compilations.
That's the noise aliens make.
Push Up Paul sent us quite a few texts. It goes back quite a while. So we were talking about animals getting drunk.
Obviously.
Maybe like 7-8 weeks ago. We was with Faz. I don't know which one of you wasn't here.
I think it was Rob.
I think I wasn't there, yeah.
I don't want to talk about animals getting drunk.
No, Rob, you was there.
We talking about monkeys getting drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, And Paul texted in some other animals getting drunk facts, basically. Where'd it go? I've lost it now.
Oh, yeah, and we said about like the dolphins getting high on the blowfish and that.
Yeah. So he texted in some other animals that also get drunk. Apparently reindeer famously get pissed on mulberries that ferment to the extent that the Road Safety Agency in Sweden have a specific test to make sure that cars can withstand driving into drunk reindeer.
Yeah, because reindeers are fucking big, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fuck you up.
And moose. I don't think they have them in
big.
I don't think they have them in Sweden, or if that's just an American thing. But
Canada.
Meese are fucking huge.
Meese.
That's the plural for moose.
Is that a joke, or is it actually?
Goose, geese.
Right.
Moose, meese.
Moose-eye. Octopi.
I saw a fucking stag in the road like a little while. I probably told this already, didn't I? Big stag in the road as we were driving through Norwich in the van, and it stopped. I was like, it was sick, and like the headlights were right on it, and it stopped right in the fucking road and like stared at us. So I had to like slow down, and I was like, Gina, did you see that? She was like, of course I fucking saw that. You know, it was right there. I was convinced it was bigger than the van. She still thinks I'm ridiculous for that. I was convinced.
Maybe it's standing on two legs,
antlers, horns.
Oh yeah, I was convinced his antlers rose above the van. You know, like his whole overall stature was a big motherfucker, and they just walk about, and you don't see them in the day. It's mad, isn't it? Like, where the fuck do they go?
Yeah, just
sleep.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, doesn't seem like there's that much space for them to go.
Yeah.
Just giving it that.
I was about to ask what noise does a stag make.
Yeah.
So also Indian elephants would also find illegal moonshine stills and go on drunken rampages. So, and then Paul attached an article about basically a herd of drunk elephants that destroyed this village after getting drunk.
Love it.
So I'll send that to you so you can have a look. Yeah, so I think in India they must hide all their moonshine and stuff like underground in like wells and stuff like that. But anyway, these elephants came across it and just drank all of it. And it says 70 elephants all, I don't know, feasted on this hooch, it says, produced locally for a festival. So they must have had a lot of it. And then they just went and they destroyed 60 homes in this village.
Love it. I like the part of the description was in the article says they then staggered through the surrounding area and began to fall asleep hither and thither. That's good, isn't it? Hither and thither.
That's good.
Thither. Yeah.
Throwing life completely haywire. I like elephants. Do you remember when there was that group of elephants that went on that massive walk? I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. They like trekked all across China or something, and like all through the city, and like the government were having to close off streets and like escort them through the cities and stuff, and they went on some like mad, jolly, and then walked back.
No, didn't hear that. I like that though. Why the fuck not? Go where they fucking like.
Ghost just walked past your window, Rob. Shit. You see that, Tom?
Sorry, you can't see it on
the
camera.
camera angle.
Yeah, the camera angle.
Somebody just walked past Rob's window. Spooky.
It's probably a ghost. Must be a ghost.
Elephants on long walk. See what comes up. China's 15 Chinese elephants are on a long march north. 3rd of September 2021. They've roamed 300 miles across southern China in the longest movement recorded in the country.
That's not. I'm not that impressed, really. They're just walking. That's what they do.
That's what they do. It's how they do, man. These
but you know,
I like that. So that's a wholesome story, George. Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of elephants, we've got a less wholesome elephant story that Turkish Glenn texted in.
Brilliant. Thanks, Glenn. If an elephant dies, I'm quitting. He
did say not much substance. Not sure how much substance there is to this. Because it's not. I mean, it's mean to say it's funny, so I'll say it's not funny because then I'm not mean. But elephant trampled woman to death and then showed up to her funeral to have another go at her.
This. Yeah, I did read that. I read the headline and that's fucked, isn't it? What's going on there?
So yeah, it's she was again in India. She was fetching water when she was attacked by a furious elephant in India's district last week on June 9th. The pissed off elephant was part of a larger herd that had strayed from the nearby sanctuary.
You missed out their nice little like alliterative pun they did. Pachyderm is the
pachyderm.
Pachyderm is how you say it. The pissed off pachyderm.
Pachyderm, yeah.
So what is pachyderm? Is that like the?
It's just a name for an elephant, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very large mammal with thick skin, especially an elephant, rhinoceros, or hippopotamus.
Like bovine and equine, I suppose.
Okay.
Like,
but yeah, this elephant basically just picked on this old woman while she was out fetching water, trampled her and fucked her up. Obviously, very sad. She went to hospital, died. And then when they were at her funeral, they had her coffin like outside of her house and they were all sort of like getting ready for the funeral. The elephant showed up and it describes it here. Where does it say? Her family kept the body outside.
It says
that's mad. I wonder what pissed her. Do you think it like knew it was going for the same person?
Must have been. It says the angry animal stormed the funeral, took the corpse from the pyre, trampled her dead body, threw it and fled.
Yeah.
They are certainly
must have known, surely.
Yeah, it says here they're capable of, according to Joyce Poole, research director at Amboseli Elephant Research Project in Kenya, elephants are more than capable of vengeance. They are certainly intelligent enough to have good memories.
Oh yeah,
good enough memory to take revenge. Wildlife managers may feel it's easier just to shoot the so-called problem elephants than face people's wrath. She had an elephant shot without realising the possible consequences on the remaining family members and the very real possibility of stimulating a cycle of violence.
I reckon if an elephant attacked me, I wouldn't die. I'd be able to dodge it.
Fuck off! Here we go.
They're so big, like you just sidestep it.
Brilliant. I wonder how they can run pretty quick, can't they? Elephants, like hippos. They're like
Well, they're just big
40
motherfuckers.
Kilometers an hour, I think.
God,
I know this. Yeah.
Do you reckon you can sidestep faster than a 40 kilometre an hour ball elephant?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. I reckon just give it a little. I can give it a run around, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't think I could even escape like a baby elephant. There's always videos of them like playing with people in a.
I could fuck up a baby elephant.
I think going back to the orangutan
kick it in the head a few times.
Whether you could kill her, well, if you had to, and I said I wouldn't want to fight an orangutan.
Yeah,
I think that I'd rather fight an orangutan than a baby elephant. I'd feel worse killing a baby elephant than I would.
Yeah,
orangutan. Anything where elephants get hurt, it's one of the things that upsets me. Don't know why. Out of all animals, I don't like elephants dying.
No.
Weird, isn't it?
You know, elephants
Maybe
can't
I'm part
run.
elephant. What?
Elephants can't run.
You just said they run 40 kilometres an hour.
No, they don't. They amble.
It's technically not running, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
To run is like your feet leave all 4 feet have to leave the ground at the same time, isn't that?
Yeah. I learned that from Malcolm in the Middle.
Is it?
Yeah. If you're not airborne, like if all of your, I don't know, if you're a human,
yeah, because
you're only running if both your feet leave the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
So if one foot's always on the floor, you're technically walking.
Yeah,
so I remember that episode of Malcolm in the Middle where he's speed walking, and he films the guy like from the bushes, and he's technically like taking a little half every third step. He's like getting a little bit of air.
Yeah.
But yeah, elephants can't have all 4 limbs off the floor at the same time. Like, they just can't do it because they're too massive. So they're technically not running. A little tip for you.
Isn't that a classic, like really
tip?
It's like
what's that tip?
It was like a really early, like famous bit of like slow motion photography or something, wasn't it? Where they first captured a horse running to decipher whether all 4 horses' legs did leave the ground at any point.
Yeah,
and they do. And they do. And that was like a really early like experiment. There was like a breakthrough of something. I don't know. Really classic Curios fact there. It was something that was like something to do with this and had a thing and a horse.
Yeah.
I like reading about elephant graveyards. That's a pretty mad thing, talking about like elephants remembering shit and like like they just go off to die in the same place. It's like a I remember
I swear I remember the first time I watched Lion King. There was a scene of like the elephant graveyard, because they do go to the elephant graveyard in Lion King, didn't they?
Yeah, it's when they get attacked,
But I swear like that scene got like edited down, because then I remember watching it back and being like, where's all the elephant graveyard bit? Like, again,
woke
this is a real loose.
Mate.
Yeah, can't have elephant graveyards anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I watched like
there,
maybe it is still there. Maybe I once watched like a slightly like less scary cut. I don't know.
But yeah, so apparently older elephants gather in certain places to die. Yeah. Away from the herd. So
there is that story about like it's a documentary, right, of that guy who saved like loads of elephants and ran like the elephant sanctuary. And
he ambled, actually.
He ambled the elephant sanctuary. But he'd saved hundreds of elephants and they all lived on like his land and stuff and sort of protected them. And then he died and all of the elephants came from like hundreds of miles and gathered outside of his house and just like mourned this guy. And the guy's wife, who was still alive, was like filming it, and they had camera crew stuff there already. And all of the elephants were like upset about it. And then on the same day every year, the elephants come back and like pay their respects.
What? That's
they do it
like
for
they have
like elephants as well
in their head.
Yeah, like elephant, they mourn. Like if like an elephant dies in their group, then they have like a ceremony, but
it's the fact they remember as well. Ceremony. Like they remembered like the day.
Elephants never forget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Don't be mean to an elephant.
Save the elephants. Donate to elephant causes.
Yeah, you can.
It would be a shame if elephants were hunted to extinction. Yeah, I'm going to say.
Text your money to 07470 184 383. And
it's going to get
we'll
clipped.
Keep raising awareness of elephants.
Any more elephant stories? Keep them coming. But I only want a happy elephant story. I don't want
what are they called?
Pachyderms.
Pachyderms. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Pachyderm. That's a weird word, isn't it?
Feels nice.
Yeah.
Pachyderm.
I was going to say pachyderm.
I remember it from Dumbo. He says it in Dumbo. He's like, when they like announce him, it's like there's something, Charlie, pachyderm at the bin. Like with the big ears. It's like a thing the ring announcer says.
What film did you say?
Dumbo.
Oh, fuck it. You said it, and my brain just thought of Dumb and Dumber. And I was really trying to remember what scene.
The left side of your brain or the right side of your brain.
Yeah.
All right.
The last text I'll read out is from Cuck James, and he texted in. He texted in suggesting Curios episode idea, Darwin Awards episode. Go back to episode 39, mate. Me and George already done it.
Yeah. Catch up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not a great one if it's lost to the archive. I can't actually remember any of the Darwin Awards we discussed.
Guy jumped out a window.
I listened to the episode.
You spoke about the guy who accidentally chopped his balls off.
Accidentally chopped his balls off.
He was working in like a shop, with equipment, and he tried to get off on like the sander or like grinder or something, and it like ripped his nuts off or something.
What an idiot!
Yeah. So he didn't die, but still can't procreate. So that is still Darwin Awards.
It's probably a good thing, really.
Yeah, that's the point of the discussion, George.
Sorry,
that's the point of the discussion. That it's a good thing. That's the humour in the Darwin.
That's Darwinism.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob.
You were just recapping. I was probably.
And then
it's kind of like Darwin, isn't it? It's kind of like.
James did suggest the Florida Man game, which I don't know if you've ever played. So
yeah, he texted me that as well. Yeah, I'm glad he texted it in. Yeah.
So yeah, Florida Man is like it's kind of like an internet
trope.
like trope now, that whenever you get these crazy headlines, it's always Florida Man does this, does that, just because Florida's a crazy place. And the game is that you just go on Google, type in Florida Man, followed by your birthday, and just see what crazy news stories happen on your birthday. So I've got our 3 birthdays here.
Oh yeah, nice.
I remember my birthday.
So
that's nice.
Yeah,
I had to look through a group chat and see when we said happy birthday to each other. So on my birthday, 15th of April, Florida man shoveling spaghetti in mouth arrested at Olive Garden. A lot of these are not like that crazy, so you can just go over them in like a couple minutes or so. I'll send it to you guys.
They're normally arrested, aren't they, as well? Like, they're normally Florida man arrested or something. It's got something to do with.
Yeah. Oh, this one's actually from the 14th of April. Shit. Day before our birthday. But then the article was updated on the 15th of April. That's why it came up, yeah. Anyway, what I thought was funny with this one is he was in an Olive Garden in Florida.
What is that? I think it's not a garden that grows olives. Is it like a chain?
It's a chain, yeah.
It's like Italian
they're known
restaurant.
for their breadsticks and other foods. But because I think they do like unlimited buffet type thing, like a Pizza Hut, do, like a what do you call it? Like a
buffet.
Yeah, buffet. Yeah. There's another word for it.
A buffet.
Yeah, but anyway, he got the police called. He got the police called on him because he was caused in a drunken disturbance and was shoveling spaghetti into his mouth with his hands. The thing is, I was looking for an article that was not blocked in this country. Like a lot of the American articles get blocked in Europe and stuff. And one of the headlines for like one of the articles that I couldn't find said that he was arrested in Naples for shoveling spaghetti in his mouth. And there's a place in Florida called Naples, but I had it in my mind that Naples, obviously there is Naples in Italy, so I had it in my mind that he went to some restaurant in Italy and got arrested because of the way he was eating spaghetti. Like maybe there's one of these like weird
travesty,
laws that like you're not allowed to eat spaghetti with your hands or you get arrested or something.
Not allowed to do it wrong, yeah.
Which sounds like it could be a thing. And then
you had a right old taser on day there, didn't you, Tom? I like
that. I lean away from the mic to sniff.
Who's next, mine or George? I think I did mine.
Let's have a look at this one.
I just searched for mine and I just typed it in wrong. That's good, isn't it?
Is one of you 12th of June?
I'm 12th of June. Yeah,
That's you.
I think there's several on mine.
Yeah. Naked Florida man performs strange dance at McDonald's before trying to have relations with a railing.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Trying to have relations.
The arresting officer described a strange dance at a McDonald's restaurant and was seen trying to have relations with a railing by a witness to the bizarre incident. Again, there's not much more to it. This one was also in Naples. Naples, we should just hang out in Naples, Florida and get some good content, I think. He'd already been banned from the McDonald's before. Officer warned him not to go in there, but he did not heed that warning. And the following day went into the McDonald's restaurant Anyway, I was dispatched
to banned from a McDonald's.
Takes a lot, doesn't it? Probably.
Yeah.
I was dispatched to McDonald's in reference to a white male wearing white shorts, taking their clothes off and doing a strange dance. They believed him to possibly be on drugs.
Doing a strange,
blah, blah, blah.
Like bath salts or something, isn't he?
Yeah, the caller stated that it looked as though the male was trying to have relations with a railing.
As you do.
Speaking of bath salts, do you remember that zombie bath salts
Oh, yeah.
time when everyone thought, this is it, zombies are coming?
Zombie apocalypse, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I remember readying my supplies in the panic room.
It turned out that guy wasn't even on bath salts.
No, he was just...
he wasn't on anything. Like, he got arrested and they obviously tested him and stuff, like, see what drugs he was on. He wasn't on any drugs. He just decided to eat someone's face.
Huh? No drugs they could test for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Aliens controlling him.
Yeah.
Speaking of, though, like...
MK Ultra.
I'm convinced my teeth aren't sharp enough to rip someone's face off.
You've just... Yeah, definitely. Easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that, yeah.
Because like steak is...
Did he successfully...
Cooked, right? So,
did he successfully chew through someone's face? Or did he, like, I'm sure you could, like, scratch someone's face up with your mouth. Get a little bit of it off, like...
Yeah, but I mean, he ate the whole thing.
No, he didn't. He didn't consume someone's face.
I think he ate a considerable amount.
Like, if you look at the photos...
No, he didn't. He didn't, like...
He did.
No.
He did. Look at the photos.
I think he just, like, took a chunk out. Like, remember when, like, Tyson bit off a bit of Evander Holyfield's ear?
It wasn't just a chunk, Rob. It was the whole face. Like, the old geezer's face is gone.
No.
Honestly, look it up.
A Miami Cannibal Attack.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. He's literally got no face.
That's a lot of his face.
Fuck me, he ate a lot of his face, didn't he? I do remember that now. Oh, wow.
Brilliant. See, didn't even remember what we were talking about.
Fuck.
What did you think we was talking about?
Bit his whole nose off. No, I do remember.
He ain't got any eyes anymore.
Didn't
he? Yeah.
Fuck me.
He's living in like a care home now. But he's got like no nose. I think
they killed him.
Lost all his mouth.
Oh, yeah, there's a picture of him like a year later.
Yeah.
Naked, him swinging from a lamppost minutes before the attack. He must have been on something. Like, they must have... There's a cover-up going on there.
But going back to that, like, how did he chew all his face off? Like, just with his teeth. Mad, isn't it?
I reckon he could do it.
That is mad.
Well, since I'm convinced that my teeth aren't... I'm not carnivorous enough.
Well, it's a nice light-hearted way to end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we can end on George's Florida man
George's
story.
One. Oh, yeah.
Which is
this
one I found.
Darker.
Oh, it's actually March 20th, right, George?
Yep.
2 pervs and a squirrel.
Yeah.
So this is actually 3 separate stories that have collated into one for some reason. They're not even in the same year. The Walmart wanker.
That's me.
Greg Osgood, 29 years old, came towards a lady shopper in her car holding his man in his hand aside, yanking it while looking at her.
Oh, I thought you meant he came towards her. Yeah,
like came in her direction.
He launched.
Yeah. Well, that's not actually funny. He just started wanking at someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he approaching as he was wanking?
I think so.
I think that for some reason, someone having a wank whilst walking is funny. But if you saw someone just standing still having a wank,
not as funny.
It's not as funny.
No.
But if someone's like just walking along the street, just going for it, it's quite funny.
More than just a car crash. Basically, this guy, he was a careless driver, crashed into a woman and her female passenger, and then got out of the car and started wanking.
Fuck me. What's wrong with people?
And then the squirrel is just, there was a squirrel in the neighborhood that was terrorizing people and just kept like, people would go out to get their mail or go to work and stuff, and the squirrel would just run up their legs and attack them and bite them and scratch them and everything. And that was it, really.
Oh, I thought you was going to say a squirrel was wanking as well.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a wanking squirrel, yeah. And it was going to be that same squirrel with the big balls. Remember that?
Yeah. He did have a big nutsack. That's it.
Nice.
So that's
nice
Florida
man.
man.
On my birthday.
Thanks for the texting.
James. Yeah, send us a text on 07470 184 383. That number is
07470 184 383. 07470 184 383.
cool.
Great stuff.
Any final thoughts?
No. I'll tell you what I did see last night. You two already know, but for listeners, got some new neighbours across the street, and bought a lovely big TV. They've got like a sort of 85-inch TV or something. And what better way to watch porn than on an 85-inch TV with your windows wide open? So if anyone wants to come and watch some porn for free, you're more than welcome to come to the Netherlands, because
I don't know where else you'll get that.
Yeah, my neighbours are streaming it in HD constant at the moment.
There you go.
So do come over. And if you are listening, close your curtains.
All right, nice one.
That was the Curios Cast, episode 88.
Nice.